Ava Morgan had never planned to become a trader. At 19, she was just a girl working part-time at a tiny bookstore in downtown Chicago, stacking novels no one read anymore. Her life was quiet, predictable, and, if she was honest, small. But every night, after closing the shop, Ava walked past a tall glass building, glowing with monitors. Through the lobby windows, she would see people in suits moving like storm clouds, shouting into phones, staring at screens full of charts she didn't understand. It looked like another world, and for some reason, she felt pulled toward it. Chapter 1. The First Trade. Ava's journey began on a cold Tuesday evening. While reorganizing a dusty shelf, she found an old book someone had returned months ago. Understanding the Stock Market, a Beginner's Guide. She took it home, and for the next few nights, she read it cover to cover, falling in love with candlesticks, price action, and market psychology the way other girls fell in love with movie stars. It wasn't about money. It was the rhythm of it, the rise and fall, the uncertainty, the pulse. It felt alive. With her first paycheck, she opened a tiny trading account with only $180. She waited for the perfect moment, analyzing charts late into the night. Her first trade made her $6. It wasn't much, but for Ava, it was the start of everything. Chapter 2. The Fall. But the market wasn't kind to beginners. Within a month, Ava lost more than half of her tiny account. Her charts looked like a battlefield: failed breakouts, bad entries, revenge trades. She cried quietly in her room, feeling the weight of her dreams collapsing. Her parents didn't understand. "Ava, trading isn't for people like us," her mother said. "That world eats people alive," her father warned. But Ava didn't quit. Instead, she studied harder. She watched traders on YouTube, read free books online, and practiced paper trading every night. She learned discipline, patience, and the most painful lesson: the market doesn't care about your feelings. Still, she kept going. Chapter 3. The Turning Point. One evening, while practicing chart patterns, Ava noticed something she had never seen before: a familiar rhythm. A stock forming a perfect setup she had read about only once. A cup and handle, tightening beautifully, volume dying down, waiting to burst. Her heart pounded. She took a deep breath, entered a position, and waited. Hours later, the stock exploded upward. Her $180 account jumped to $260. It still wasn't life-changing money, but the feeling? Electric. For the first time, Ava didn't feel like a girl pretending to be a trader. She felt like a real one. Chapter 4. The Test. But success always brings challenges. One morning, while passing by the trading firm she had admired for years, Ava saw a poster. Internship opportunity, no experience required. Pass the simulation test. Her hands trembled. She entered. The lobby was full of confident business majors in suits. Ava stood among them wearing her bookstore apron, but she signed up anyway. The simulation test was brutal. Market crashes, sudden reversals, fake news. People failed one after another. Ava ignored everyone around her. She focused on the screen. She listened to the chart. She trusted the rhythm she had learned in silence. When the results came in, the manager looked at her stunned. "You passed," he said. "Better than almost everyone." Ava's world shifted. Months later, Ava stood by the glowing screens inside the firm, no longer an outsider peeking through the window. She became the girl known for patience, for discipline, for listening, not to her emotions, but to the market's pulse. And as her account grew, as her confidence grew, Ava realized something. She didn't need to be born into the world of finance. She had earned her place, step by step, loss by loss, chart by chart. The girl who once made $6 on her first trade was now managing thousands, and every night, as she walked out of the firm past the glass windows, she would look back at the monitors glowing behind her and smile, remembering the girl who once stared at them from the outside. Now she stood inside that world because she never stopped listening.